Well, this is be as good a chance as any to get the intro out the way. What's cracking with you people? Anansi here, and welcome back to Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. I was gonna say Knights of the Republic 2. Knights of the Republic 4, the original Xbox. In the last one, we got recruited to the Hidden Becks to help out Gadden Beck in retrieving a prototype accelerator to help them win the race against the Black Volcars, who we are currently and I just died. Who we are currently fighting at the moment, since we just had a random patrol kind of not follow, but come around the corner. And this does happen. There are going to be enemies in the game that will just randomly be on patrol paths. Okay, there we go. Pick up the remains. Had an energy shield, which he did unfortunately use. If you actually kill that guy fast enough, you can get an energy shield that isn't used. See, he has 4 or 5 now, whereas the ones we have equipped on Karth and myself. No way, I think I picked up one for Karth that actually did get what's the word looking for here? They actually did get used. But yeah, no, we got recruited into the Hidden Becks, and now we're gonna go look for Mission Vale, the Twi'lek. Oh snap! The Twi'lek that we met beforehand in the Lower City Cantina to recruit her help into getting into the Black Volcar base to then retrieve this particular what's the word? To retrieve the prototype accelerator engine. So yeah, no, I think my security is a little too low for this. I might have to bash it open, won't I? Nope. Selvin, who I believe is somebody that has a bounty on their head. So let's go ahead and hit one of these.
Stop right there, or I'll give you a blaster shot right between the eyes. Now, what are you doing here?
Okay, so I'm just exploring. I didn't know anyone was in here.
Well, go explore somewhere else. There's nothing interesting for you here. This is your only warning. If you bother me again, you won't walk out of here alive.
Hello, Selvin.
I gave you a chance to get out of here and leave me alone, but I guess you're just too stupid to take it. Now you'll see why I'm the most dangerous assassin on Taris.
So here's how this works. We're going to go ahead and pull out Karth here and just load him up with power shots. And I'm going to try to critical strike her twice and then flurry strike her. So I'm probably going to get damage beyond belief because Selvin, I seem to recall being a somewhat difficult enemy to take care of, but that was also because I was using. That's also because I was doing the level 1 run, and I've mentioned this once before, and I will get into the specifics of it later, but it is something that is something you can do in Knights of the Republic to get an unfair advantage later on in the game. Let's see, so she had neural band, so this says a will +2, restricted, not usable by Wookiees. This adds +2 to your will stats. So for those of you who are, I believe that is your wisdom, if my memory serves correct. Let's see here. Yeah, if my memory serves correct, that is your wisdom stat, which I will admit. Here. I believe that's your wisdom stat. You can't really check it as effectively as you want to. She also had an adrenaline amplifier that gives you +2 to reflexes, which is something that I want on my character. Because I'm going to be in close quarters and having the ability to dodge more often is something you definitely want to keep an eye on. Where did we get this from? This was 5 with +5. This is 7 with +2 with max dexterity bonus. So this one is This one is overall better. I'll hold off on that for right now. You can open this up. Once again, doing that classic thing of having, uh, for some reason, in-game chests that you just cannot open, and I honestly don't understand why that's the case. I really don't. Nothing new in here. Okay, now, it's a minor gas mine. Now, here's here's how this works. If your awareness is high enough, you will see this aura around the gas mine, or around a mine, to let you know there is a mine there. You can do one of two things with mines, and what you're going to want to do I have any of them? No, I do not, so we're going to have to deal with this the other way. You can either disable a mine, or you can recover a mine. Disabling mines does what it says on the tin. You disable it, but you don't get it. If you recover a mine, well, you recover a mine, and you can have it in your inventory. We're going to try to recover the mine. Okay, skill is too low. Let's go ahead and see this desk real quick. This is an electronic personal message. Okay, read the message system. Hey, Elam, how's life on Terrace? I heard your brother left for Tatooine to become a miner. Did he at least leave hyperdrive? Did he at least leave hyperdrive behind to keep you company? I hope you're still practicing with that blaster I gave you. Remember what I taught you, because you might need it. Terrace isn't like Alderaan. It can be dangerous there. Stay away from those swoop gangs and keep everything locked up in that old strongbox. Nobody's going to be busting into that thing. Hope to hear from you soon, Uncle Louie. So basically, it just lets you know there's a blaster that you can get. And since our stuff is too low, we can't recover it, but maybe we can disable it. So we can disable it. Now, this strongbox is a particularly sturdy construction. The lock is a computerized touch panel that uses a password entry system. Because this box is an older off-planet model, there is no interface for you to try and slice the system. You'll have to figure out the password if you want to get inside. You're going to leave the strongbox alone. So maybe there's something on the desk. So yeah, this basically just tells you a couple of things here. We've already read it, so there's nothing too crazy. So we're going to try to open it now. Try to enter the password. This strongbox is a property of Elematic. Access not permitted to unauthorized users. Please enter proper password. Response to confirm identity. What is the name of your pet? Now, you may notice that my voice kind of hitched there when I was reading out the entry, and I kind of caught myself on hyperdrive. The pet's name is Hyperdrive. Who taught you to fire a blaster? My uncle. Where did your family come from originally? Alderaan. Identity confirmed, lock disabled, welcome along. So now we can open this up, and there is a Republic mod armor, 100 credits, and a blaster pistol. So Republic mod armor is armor that can be upgraded. It is light. I usually give it to cars, but that's what Republic mod armor looks like. It actually looks exactly like standard heavy armor, except it's blue instead of red. Now, Republic mod armor is once again lightweight armor and is modifiable. I recommend holding on to as much modifiable armor as you can, because being able to modify your weapons is going to come in real handy. Modify your equipment is honestly, at least in my opinion, is one of the more important aspects of Nazi Republic 1 and 2. So just something to keep in mind going forward. That's not even 1 and 2, even in regards to the MMO, because it allows you to get a lot bit more get more use out of your equipment than you would otherwise. Because on the one hand, you can be stuck relying almost entirely on just getting better equipment. But if you don't get better equipment for a while, you're kind of stuck. But if you can upgrade your equipment, it can carry you through the game. As a matter of fact, I have had games where I've upgraded this prototype vibroblade. I had that carry me through most of the game. Let's see, we're gonna open up this market door. Another black Volcar. So use see that reflex already comes in handy with it. Let me just heal up with these things. Now the one thing that you do have to keep in mind about this is that okay, there we go, and healed up because that was the last thing we did, and it was right there. One thing to keep in mind is that when you do finish attacking and killing anybody, and there we go, we get armor reinforcements. We can use that for Car's mod armor. Now, can we disable this frag? Can we recover the frag mind? Skill too low, so to disable this one. Okay, so and just get into this a little bit more here. So yeah, so we got an upgrade for Car's new armor. And despite there being these 2 cylinders here, there's only the Foot Locker available. Come on, guys, you're killing me here. But yeah, that's pretty much how that works. And well, I just opened this up, didn't I? Yes, I did. Okay. So we gotta go back and hand in that bounty for Selvin, since we did have that bounty listed. So what was he getting at again? Yeah. So having modifiable equipment is just honestly a good way to go in most games. Just as a heads up, if the game is competently designed, the modifiable equipment will you'll continue getting better stat modifiable equipment that you can then improve from there. That might just barely edge out the latest thing you can get just going through the game and finding equipment. Now another thing I want to mention with regards to mines and disabling / recovering them. The type of mine that you are dealing with will determine its difficulty. I believe it is the grade of it. So you got minor to I forget what the toughest one is, but it goes from minor up to like two levels. So you got 2 levels of how much damage it will do, and then you have the type of mine. Back again, human. I hope you didn't come just to chat. Davic hired me to do business and make credits, not to make small talk. I've got a bounty, sir. I got a bounty I want to collect on. A bounty? Well, that is what I'm here for. What bounty are you here to collect on? Okay, so tell him about Selvin. So, Selvin's dead. All the other bounty hunters who went after ended up dead themselves, You did well, human. Here, 300 credits. That's the price for all bounties. Now we can try to persuade him once again, but it's a hut. I want 400 credits for this job. You're brave, human, to bargain with a hut, but I like you. Okay, 400 it is. So we got 400 credits for that one. You do good work, human. There's lots of bounty hunters on Terra, but most are lazy. Keep cashing in bounties, don't work harder. Now, I believe these are all the bounties we can collect, actually. Let's see, you got any more? Okay, so yeah, some of these have already collected, so I'll be going for now. So let's go see what our bounties look like again. Should be here. We got Bindex bounty. There is an official government bounty on a Bindex Starkiller. So we gotta talk to Dee about her bounty, and that's pretty much it. I've gotten pretty much every single bounty, so there's that. So yeah, that's another thing to kind of keep in mind is that you're not going to be able to what's the word I'm looking for here? You're going to have moments where you're going to have just a lot of extra dialogue around because they don't remove dialogue based on what you've done in the game, which I kind of wish they would do. But I'm not gonna harp on them too much for it. This is a game that came out in 2000 and I believe 4, and this was like right at the beginning of Bioware's career as a heavy hitter in the Western RPG genre. Like this is way before Mass Effect and Dragon Age. And I said it. I've said it once. I said it 1,000 times in this playthrough. I probably said it in my Jade Empire playthrough. But Knights of the Republic is the game that put Bioware on the map. So that's something to keep in mind. Um, so going from there, So Resi kind of high on time here. Let's go ahead and deal with these Black Volcars and go from there. Volcar Enforcer. Oh yeah, now I know I want to bring up. It completely slipped my mind. I don't know why Karth ran that far. I don't know why, but he did. Something I want to mention, and this is something that kind of goes without say, but just in case, I might as well do my due diligence and mention it. Every time you level up, even if it is just past the level of, like, let's say you don't improve your skills at all, you don't improve your feats and whatnot. Cross skills, I got one in here. I'm gonna go ahead and get one on there. Here. So we're gonna put some into. Do I need anything into this? I'll put one into there for right now. One there, and we'll put one there. Okay, there we go. Now feats. What are feats I want to get? So this one basically makes you better at dual wielding. This makes you better at dueling. I can get level 2, so some of my more powerful attacks, which honestly is not as important as hitting more frequently. Like, I've been missing a lot of attacks with regards to my feet. So there's that. So we're gonna go ahead and do that one, and we will accept. Karth definitely leveled up, but I have him set to automatic, so he'll automatically level up when he gets a chance. So yeah. Okay. Anyway, so I think we're pretty much at time, aren't we? I want to say we are. No, we're not at time yet. We're going to go ahead and go a little bit further, because now that we have our papers, something seems to be bothering Karth. Maybe you should speak to him and see if you can get him to open up about it. I wonder if this is going to be a pattern. Speak to Karth.
Yes, what's on your mind?
I want to discuss something with you.
You do? Well, fair enough. What do you want to discuss?
So we can be polite. I want to talk about these issues you seem to have with me. Or we can be direct. We didn't finish our conversation last time. Or I'd like to know now. I'd like to know now if we have a problem. I'd like to know now if we have a problem. Got it to the point. So yeah, there really isn't a really rude way to approach this. It's just kind of just all of them lead to the same thing. I'd like to know if we have a problem.
I knew you wouldn't understand where I was coming from. Let me try and explain. You got the skills of an elite commando, and you saved my butt more than once. Between that and your facility with languages, I'm lucky you're here. But that doesn't mean that I'm gonna stop watching you being wary. I'm just not built that way. Period.
Not built that way? That sounds like an excuse. Why are you so hostile? What did I do to deserve this? Or, and what exactly are you watching me for?
I don't know that yet. Like I said before, it's probably nothing, but I've been betrayed by people before, and well, it won't happen again. That's all.
So you want some guarantee that I won't betray you?
I don't know that you'll betray me, but there are no guarantees. Not for you, not for me. You don't have to take it personally.
It's like, no, I do take it personally. Okay, I'm beginning to wonder if you're even capable of trusting anyone. Right. And how am I supposed to know that you won't betray us?
Me?
Yes, you. Why should I trust you after all? Like, why not you? Accusing other people is a good cover for a traitor.
I don't remember ever saying anything about a traitor. All I mean is that if you're smart, you won't trust anyone. Not me, not Bastila, and especially not yourself.
Ah, so you don't trust yourself, is that it? Pretty pithy advice I see. I wouldn't want to live like that. I didn't ask for your advice, nor do I need it, so it's like, so you don't trust yourself, is that it?
I don't need to be analyzed, thanks. Can we just get back to business?
Like, I don't need someone around who doesn't trust me. You sure you don't want to talk about it?
No, I don't want to talk about it. What I want is to save the galaxy, if that's even possible. Why is whether or not I trust you or anyone so damned important to you? Why do you even care? We don't have time for this, so can we please just drop it for now? Can we pick it up later if you really must? I want to get underway.
So, so we are going to go ahead and end it here for right now because there is something that does need. But before we do that, I'm going to go into something that has been a fairly common complaint with regards to Carthonasi. And I guarantee a lot of you have probably already picked up on it. Some of you might even voice some opinions in the comments. But Karth has this I want to talk about something, but I don't want to talk about it situation. It's like, and and I'm gonna let you know right now, it's only him. Karth is the only one, as far as I can tell, inside of Knights of the Republic, inside of KOTOR, that has this issue with regards to his personal relationship dialogue tree. His dialogue his I guess you call it a loyalty quest. You know, to quote a Bioware um, phrase from Mass Effect 2. Um, and I don't know why they wrote him like this, because he does have a legitimately interesting story to tell. It's just that you spend a lot of time doing this back and forth. I want to talk about something, but I don't want to talk about a situation, right? It got to a point that in the sequel, in Knights of the Old Republic 2, a character actively makes fun of him for it. So it wasn't just like oh a small thing. No, it's such a thing that it became an inside joke in the sequel. That's how bad it can get at points. But for right now, we're going to call it a part here. I have been Anansi, you've been awesome, and in the next one, we're gonna go to the Undercity. Deuces.